So the question was, what's something I want to tell people or have them learn? So I think for me, as simple as it sounds, like life is really short. It really is. I work in a hospital, and I see a lot of patients with a lot of like brain injuries, tumors, brain bleeds, strokes, everything. And a lot of times, like these people are fully healthy, and all of a sudden their life just changes in an instant. And so I think, given today's climate, given everything going on, it's really important to understand that life is short. So take advantage of everything you have around you. Have fun, be with your friends, be with your family. Don't hold grudges, and enjoy everything you have right now. Because sometimes things, you don't always get to do what you want to do. I think it's really important to just have the mindset where you know what, I only live once. I might as well do it, right? No fear, no fear.
So, is that okay if I ask you questions?
Of course, please do.
Thank you. So, for how long you been working at the hospital?
So I actually just graduated in April. So my position is occupational therapist. A lot of people don't know what that is. Basically, we work hand in hand with physical therapy and speech therapy. And basically what we focus on is making sure people can be as independent as possible with their daily routine. So can they dress themselves? Can they use a bathroom? Can they bathe themselves? Can they feed themselves? It's daily skills like that we often take for granted. So I work with people who've been in car accidents, who have had strokes, who had gunshot wounds, things like that. And basically that's my job, is to make sure they can be as independent as possible. That's why I started working at this past August, so 2 months ago. I'm also working at another skilled nursing facility for the older population.
And what was the craziest experience that you ever had since you started? And what did you learn from that experience?
Ooh, that's a good question. So I work in my hospital job. I work in the ICU in acute care. So the craziest thing that I experienced was my very first patient in that setting was basically not able to move the whole left side of his body, had all these tubes coming out of his throat, and had a drain coming out of his head. I thought that was the freakiest thing ever. Like, you see that stuff in textbooks or movies, but you never see it in real life. And I checked their medical history, and before they're there in the hospital, they were fully independent. They were walking, they were doing everything they wanted to do, and all of a sudden their life just changed. And that's why I have that mindset now of, life is short, you never know what's going to happen, And so I think that was the scariest thing. That's when I really opened my eyes to understanding that life is short, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And how old was the patient?
This patient was 42. Yeah, with a 6-year-old child. So it's crazy. So, yeah.
That is very sad. Like, from your story, like, I can tell, like, you learn things that, do whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
But at the same time, like, I'm kind of learning something else. Like, those people that they are healthy, those people that they have something right now in their life, they should be grateful. They should not be arrogant, because you never know what's going to happen. Life could just change.
Exactly.
Just like that, right?
Yeah. Tell everyone you're with you love them. Don't hold grudges. And take everything one step at a time. Yeah. One of my favorite pastimes is talking to. You learn a lot about people just from talking to them. So, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Talk to people, learn from them, get to know them, share your story, hear their story. Because there's a lot of beautiful people in this world, and it's up to us to get to know as much as we can. Yeah. Do you have any more questions for me?
Those people that they want to get to your position, they're trying to become what you're doing right now. What kind of suggestion do you have to them?
Yeah, so whatever grade you're in, high school, middle school, or college, look up occupational therapy schools. They have a whole list of classes you have to take and experience that you should get, and you can learn more about that process there. I think occupational therapy is a great field. Not many people know about it, but you do feel like you're really making a difference in people's lives, and that's why I love what I do. You get to handle situations that are hard. You get to help families, you get to help people become the best version of themselves that they can be and get their lives back from whatever they're going through, whether it's a stroke or car accident injuries, brain injuries. It's a great field to go into. And like I said, I just hope to spread more positivity about my field of occupational therapy and hopefully get some more people out there because it's a great field to be in.
And what would be one tip that you give it to them on the way to get to this position? What kind of mistakes you have done that you don't want other students to do that?
Yeah, I think it's important to take everything seriously from day one. I wasn't always the best student, but I like to goof around, not take things seriously, try to be the class clown all the time. And it really does hold you back. I think it's important to be disciplined as early as possible. Talk to your teachers, talk to your professors, talk to career guidance counselors. They know what they're doing. So I think it's important to reach out to them, use your resources as much as you can, and just keep striving, keep working, and always have that goal in mind.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the last question, what are you guys planning for the weekend?
Plans for the weekend. Well, tonight we're meeting a couple of friends for dinner. Haven't seen them in a while. And tomorrow I'm going to be seeing my best friend, one of my best friends who's visiting from London. So it's going to be a great time. The British people, they like to have a lot of fun, as do I. And so it's going to be a great weekend. Fortunately, I'm working both days, Saturday and Sunday. It's part of the job. But it'll be a great time, and I'll try not to get too hungover. Subscribe to Chat Passenger. He's a great conversationalist. The vibe is amazing out here. This guy knows how to live life. It's fantastic. Keep watching, keep subscribing, like the video, everything. Share it with your friends. It's the best channel on YouTube, guaranteed.
And do you want to share your social media with them too?
Sure. So my Instagram is FoSho It's Chris. So FOSHO It's Chris. So hit me up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
And this is my fiance Talia. I proposed to her in April, so 6 months ago, and we actually started dating in high school, 2014. So we've been together for 9 years. We started dating junior year of high school. Went to different colleges. She went to University of Michigan, go Blue. I went to UC San Diego, go Tridents. We did long distance. We made it work. We, became better versions of ourselves. We graduated, moved together, and here we are. I proposed, and now we're planning our wedding.
And sometimes long distance relationships really do work out,
Yes,
don't they?
They do. It's not easy. It's not for everyone. But if you want it to work, you can make it work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys were committed and determined.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Absolutely.
From day one.
And communication is key.
Communication and trust are the biggest components of any relationship, for sure.
And now it's been 9 years.
9 years of dating. Crazy. And I'm sorry for making you wait for so long. I wanted to finish grad school first, but she was very patient with me, and I appreciate that. And now I'm excited to spend the rest of my life with my beautiful fiance.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah,
I'm excited to spend the rest of my life with you too.
I hope so, because it's going to be a long life. I plan to live a very long time, and I hope you don't get sick of me.
I will not get sick of you.
Yeah,
You keep things very fun.
I try to be fun, try to have good vibes out here. Life is short,
Absolutely.
a lot of good people to meet, a lot of fun things to do. So, live life, right?
Definitely.
Definitely. Do you have any advice for people who are in new relationships or anything?
Just, communicate with each other and prioritize having fun and trying new things and make sure that you're growing in the same direction and not in different directions.
That's a good one.
I think that was key for us too.
Yes.
Because it's really easy to be with someone, and as you grow as a person, you have different priorities, different goals, and that's totally okay. But then you should break it off if that's the case. So I think just making sure you're aligned in where you want to be and making sure you support each other through that. It's really important. So
Yeah.
I'd recommend that.
Always be the best version of yourself.
then make sure your partner's bringing out the best version of you.
Yeah. Oh my.
That was good, huh?
You should be talking the whole time instead of me. Oh my goodness.
No, you're good at this.
Thank you.
Better at it than I am.
That is true. That is so true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, much love, y'all. Like I said, subscribe. Chat Passenger, best channel on YouTube,
Subscribe. Tell your friends.
and have a great life. You got this.
Perfect.
Well,
Nice.
I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was really fun.
That's good.
Fun.
I'm glad.
Yeah, this is the best experience I've ever had.
I wasn't expecting that to happen on my.
It's okay. Yeah.
That was great.
That's good.
Who's the most interesting person you've talked to? What was the crazy story you had on here?